Ahaziah becomes king after Jehoram's honorable death, but he rules only 1 year. This chapter shows influence from the house of Ahab, God's judgment through Jehu, and Athaliah's shocking massacre. Okay, the first part of the chapter covers Ahaziah becomes a king. Okay, after Jehoram dies, the people make Ahaziah, the youngest son, king because all his other brothers were killed by Arab invaders. Ahaziah is 22 years old and reigns 1 year. His mother is Athaliah, daughter of Ahab and Jezebel. This marriage alliance with Ahab now poisons Judah. So the second part of this chapter covers Ahaziah walks in the way of Ahab. The text says, he too followed the ways of the house of Ahab, for his mother encouraged him to act wickedly. Athaliah, the daughter of Jezebel, influences her son the same way Jezebel influenced Ahab. The result? Ahaziah becomes a puppet of the northern kingdom evil. Okay. The third part of the chapter covers Ahaziah joins King Joram in battle. Ahaziah allies himself with Joram, king of Israel, which is Ahab's son, to fight the Arameans. They go to Ramoth Gilead, the same location where Ahab died in chapter 18. So Joram is wounded and goes to Jezreel to recover. Ahaziah goes to visit him, a terrible move. Because of this, Ahaziah's downfall came from God, okay? This meeting places him right in the path of Jehu, God's chosen judge over Ahab's house. When you join yourself to wicked people, you share in their consequences. The fourth part of this chapter covers Jehu executes God's judgment. Jehu has been anointed to destroy the house of Ahab. Check 2 Kings chapters 9 and 10, okay? While carrying out judgment, he kills many princes of Judah who had joined Ahab's family. He hunts down Ahaziah, and Ahaziah hides in Samaria, but Jehu's men find him. He is taken to Jehu, and Jehu kills him. They bury him because he was a son of Jehoshaphat, who sought the Lord with all his heart. So Ahaziah dies because of his alliance with Ahab. Yet God shows some mercy for the sake of Jehoshaphat. The fifth part of the chapter covers Athaliah's murderers take over. When Athaliah, which is Ahaziah's mother, sees that her son is dead, she commits an unspeakable act. Okay? She proceeds to destroy the whole royal family of the house of Judah. She murders all her own grandchildren, any remaining heirs to David's throne. Her goal, to eliminate every descendant of David so she can rule Judah alone. This is satanic in motive, an attempt to wipe out the line that would eventually lead to Jesus. But as we all know, she couldn't complete that because Jesus, it's in our history, right? But God preserves one child. This child was Joash is rescued. Ahaziah's sister Jehoshabeth hides a baby, Joash, son of Ahaziah. She hides him in a temple with the help of her husband Jehoiada, the priest, for 6 years while Athaliah rules the land. God will never let the line of David be destroyed. Even at the darkest moment, he preserves the promise, okay? What are the key lessons from this terrible chapter? The first lesson is evil alliances destroy destinies. Ahaziah's ties to Ahab sealed his fate. Second lesson, ungodly influence shapes ungodly kings. Athaliah encouraged him to act wickedly. Third lesson, God's judgment on evil is sure. Jehu fulfills God's prophecy against Ahab's house. No one escapes. Fourth lesson, God's protect the messianic line. Though Athaliah tries to kill every royal heir, God preserves Joash to continue David's line. Fifth lesson, wicked leadership turns to violence and destruction. Athaliah's rules begins with mass murder. In summary, the 2 Chronicles chapter 22, King Ahaziah follows the evil ways of Ahab's under the influence of his mother Athaliah. His alliance with Israel leads to his death under Jehu's divinely appointed judgment, and Athaliah then seized power by massacring the royal family, but God preserves a single child, Joash, who was hidden in the temple for 6 years, keeping the promise to David alive.